Hey everyone, so in this video we will deploy a simple Node.js application on Azure Container Apps. So I'll just show the application on a VS Code. Again, very simple again, app.js. It is nothing but we just import the library from the Express. We just create a simple temporary data of the students, that is an array, and we have the root URL which shows which kind of API available, and then you have all the students API which will return all four records, and then you have specific students, that is just you provide an ID and you have a server running on a 3000 port, right? Again, simple. And then you have the packet.json, just when you do an npm install you will get it. And then you have a docker file, and docker file is again very easy. And if you do not know anything about how to generate the docker file, you can use the ChatGPT or GitHub Copilot. It will do for you. You don't need to learn so many things for right now, but if you know, it's pretty good. Then again, we have a base image, then we are creating working directory, then we are copying the packet.json and rest of the files, then we use npm install, and then we copy the rest of the application code into the working directory. We just export the 3000 port and we just start the application. Simple. All right. Okay. So now I have already committed into my GitHub account. So if I show uh, here on 3, this is my GitHub account. And if I go to the repository, and you can also refer to this repository, I just created the same, and I just committed the same file. Okay. And I also provided the Docker step. Here you just need to change your Docker Hub repository, and then you can use these two commands on your root directory and you are done. Now let us go to the Azure portal, and now let's try to deploy. So I'll just search for a container apps. You can search from here, and then click on create, and just just follow a very simple step. If you have a resource group available, then you can choose it, or either you can create a new resource group. So I'll just simple say rg node or rg hello web. Okay. Or you can see any resource group that you like. Container node hello web. Region you choose whichever nearby to you. I'll just choose east us2, and go to the container, uncheck this, and select any of these things. I'll just go from the third one. uh, I can choose any of them, but I'll show the other two in later on. So here you just need a GitHub account, and initially when you are trying, it will just ask you a GitHub username and password. It's very simple, just connect it. Currently I'm already connected. So, and the organization that you have and repository that you choose, so I'll just go with node one, node hello web. Okay. And the branch, you can choose the branch whatever you want, and here I will just choose a repository source, that is Azure Container Registry, or you can choose the Docker Hub as well. Okay. But if you choose a Docker Hub, then you'll have to provide all the username and password. For Azure Container Registry, you must have the Azure Container Registry. I'll show you how to create it. Just go to your portal, and container registry, you select it, click on create, and just choose the resource group. If it is there, should be there. Okay, if it is not, then create it. rg reg, and enter. This must be a unique name, so I'll just say any name you like, and I'll just go with the basic plan so that the cost will be minimized. And just click on a review and create, click on create, Now go to this resource and then click on this access key because this will be required, and click on admin user, and you are done. Okay, if you are accessing from outside, then you can use this user and use password, but we are also deploying from the using the admin user, so we don't need it. Okay, so now uh, if I go, then my registry is there. Now it's visible, and then you can simply apply because our docker file location is here. If it is in another folder, then you'll have to choose the path of your local docker file, but in our case, if you see, docker file is in the root directory. Okay, so now apply it. Okay, and now just go to the ingress tab, click on enable. If you don't enable this thing, um, then you will not be able to access your application from outside the world, that is from internet. So click on that. You also will have to do accepting traffic from anywhere, and then just provide the port, that is a 3000 in our case, and insecure connection. So for a demo purpose, yes, allow. For your organization, it depends upon what kind of application you have, which kind of user that you want to accept. For this demo, I'm just clicking on OK. Alright, so everything looks okay. Now let's click on review and create. So this may take a little while. So once it is passed, and we can click on create. Now click on create, and this may take some time, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, or maybe 5 minutes max. Okay, now let's go to the resource. Now let us click on this application URL, and it's working, right? It's a student, get all the students, student ID. Now let's try to check our endpoint, and we got all the. Now let's try for second ID. We got it's a second student, right? So that's a pretty easy step to deploy our Node.js application on Azure Container App using our GitHub resource. So you don't need to do anything. Even you don't need to run the Docker for this purpose. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.